107.5 WBLS. Welcome inside of the Quiet Storm. It is nice to welcome two very, very distinguished friends who are back in the city to talk about their brand new show, which is a spin-off show from the first show. You might remember the ladies doing a show called The Braxton Family Values, and that's on WeTV. And it's nice to have Miss Tamar and the distinguished and very talented and distinguished young man known as her husband, Mr. Vincent Herbert, in our company. Welcome back to New York, guys.
Thank you very much.
See you guys again.
It's
great to always see you.
How has life been? Quite excited over this.
Quite exciting, quite busy, but a good busy.
A great busy.
Yeah.
You, Tamar, I think it's safe to say that you were part of the brainchild that kind of initially jump-started everything for Braxton Family Values.
Yeah.
And then you became the very interesting and outstanding child to create such a wonderful phenomenon for yourself, to bring a lot of attention to your style and to your swag. And look at here, we got Tamar and Vince, the spin-off show of that. That is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Thank you. Yeah, it is. But I don't really give a lot of credit to myself. Braxton Family Values, I feel like, was a success because of all of the girls collectively.
Okay.
I think everybody brought something different to the table. Everybody could identify with somebody different on the show.
I'm sure.
I just think that people were very interested to know, is Tamar really like this all the time?
Yeah,
and how does this shy, reserved guy, Vincent Herbert, put up with such a, I won't call myself loudmouth, but okay, fine, an opinionated woman such as myself?
Well, that's a very good lead in. So, Vince, would you care to take a stab at that?
Tamar has been this way since I've known her for the last 9 years, and it's just a personality. You can't pick who you fall in love with, but when you fall in love with them and you really, really, really love that person, then that's just a part of their character.
And what a better show than this show, The Quiet Storm, to talk about love. So that's what I think we're going to delve in tonight. Talking about love, talking about how you guys work together. Of course, you all seem to have definitely polar opposite personalities, and how it can all be fused together. Welcome inside of The Quiet Storm, baby. This is the perfect album side with Vince and Tamar. 107.5 WBLS. I'm Lenny Green, sitting alongside of Vince and Tamar, who has a brand new show. If you haven't seen it, it will be on tomorrow night on the We Channel Network at 10 p.m. on Eastern Time. If you're in the Central Zone, it's at 9 o'clock. Let's talk about a few things. Let's go back for just a moment. When I think it was in the late 90s, right, that you left the Braxtons group, because the ladies of the Braxtons, in case for those of you who may not be aware of their history, the sisters had a group initially. I remember you guys. I think you guys were signed to Arista Records back in the day.
Well, at first we were signed to Arista, and then we moved on to Atlantic. And that was the first time I met this guy.
Really?
Yeah. We met each other a couple of times before we got together.
So he became a sparkle or an indication in your eye on the side, on your peripheral vision?
No.
That would be right. That would be right.
That would be right.
That would be right. That sounds like me.
He made an impact on you, obviously, right?
He definitely did.
So what attracted you to Vince?
Well, he was very different from any other person that I've dated in the past. Number one, he was my really good friend. As a matter of fact, he was my best friend. And then I found out he had a girlfriend. And then I was like, what? I just knew he was somebody very special, and I couldn't.
Let me defend myself.
Please.
I was in the process of breaking up.
Child, we're not gonna go
and when you break up, I don't know about other people, but you don't just cut it off like a light switch, because it didn't just cut on like a light switch. So you be correct. And at that particular time, we were living together, and I was raised to treat people the way you want to be treated. So we moved out. She went her way, I went my way. I gave her money to get a new place, and we moved on. And at that particular time, that's the way I was raised. You don't do that to people. Like,
I hear you.
That's why my karma in my life is the way it is. That's why I'm sitting here living and breathing through the grace of God, because what you put out is what you get back.
I agree, brother, and that's why you have a great track record. But you became valuable to her even more because you had a girl.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we don't become valuable to you ladies for some reason. When we're single and by ourselves alone, needing somebody, we become valuable when you already have somebody.
And sing.
Really?
No. Really how it happened was, we became incredibly close as friends. No, seriously. Like, I would tell him everything. He would tell me everything except for the fact he had a girlfriend. And so while we were building this friendship, I was a little, I can't lie, I was a little blindsided by that. And then when I found out he had a girlfriend, you know, I respectfully kind of backed away, and then that was over with, and then we initially got together.
Because it was already over, and, you know, the process just took a little longer.
I'm gonna leave that right there.
4 years of being married, and we still have this conversation. Just so you know.
Some things never die,
They don't die.
Tamar and Vince are with us tonight, baby, inside the Quiet Storm. I want to talk about this love thing a little bit more. Don't forget this show back on the channel tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. You don't want to miss it because it's something like this for
It
sure.
is.
107.5 WBLS. 107.5 WBLS, Lenny Green, along with Vince and Tamar. And we are talking about love and how couples work together. And it's a very interesting combination. If you watch the demeanor of Vince on the show, even prior to this show launching off, when Braxton Family Values was on, you kind of saw his suave, laid-back personality. And they say opposites attract. And Tamar, a little different, one might say, right? Matter of fact, according to the profile, I did a little profile check on March babies. They say that March babies, and you can both kind of attest and tell me if this profile is wrong or right on point, are trustworthy.
True.
Very much.
Okay. Appreciative and returns kindness.
True.
Very much.
Tends to bottle up feelings.
True.
Sometimes.
True.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to sway with her on that one because
Sometimes.
you seem to speak your mind.
I haven't seen Tamar cry very much, knowing her. Like, she doesn't let her emotions out all the time.
Are you easily angered though?
Me?
Yes.
Well, I'm a Pisces, so we're a bit sensitive. So I don't know about angered,
Well-
but we're sensitive. We get our feelings hurt a little bit. Not all the time do we cry about it. We just kind of fuss about it.
So, which kind of brings me around to the other curve, a little off this track, because I've been reading a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard about some of the stuff that you were talking about, Nicki Minaj, and then
Where'd that come from,
I don't
though?
know. I just saw it up. You gotta
Oh,
Google
Anderson
yourself.
Cooper.
There you go.
But I wasn't talking about her
Right,
like
you were
that.
talking about just the hair.
Well, you know, he asked me what I thought about it. And, you know, as a fashionista, you know, and I was telling him, I've had, you know, my share of bad hair experiences. And he asked me what I felt about it.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm a big fan of Nicki Minaj. I think she's an incredible artist. I think that her being on American Idol is a magnificent spin on the show because, you know, she's a rapper / singer. And I think that, you know, we need that. We need that kind of opinion on that show. And it was nothing towards her as a person or as an artist. It was just fashion, almost like fashion police. Somebody like, that dress is a hot mess and that's wrong. And it wasn't nothing against her. I mean, because I'm a big fan.
We love Nicki Minaj.
Pretty
Yeah, no,
much.
that's just a great talent.
And I also have a lot of love and admiration for the whole Cash Money whole empire. Baby and I, we've been friends for at least 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah, long
Crazy,
time.
Crazy. Tamar and Vince are with us tonight. We're going to delve into, when we come back in just a moment, what it's like to work. Because you have, congratulations on your record deal.
Thank you so much.
She just got a record deal on Interscope Records, which is your
Interscope
husband's?
Streamline.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is, Vince, this is your label deal.
Yeah.
And so I want to really know how it is.
Well, I brought some music for
Hey, you know what?
the anime song. I brought some music, the anime song. Sing the song, anime. Sing the song, and we gonna hear what she been doing.
We're going to hear it in just a moment. So stay close, baby. This is the Quiet Storm. A little lively right now. 107.5 WBLS.